Most websites are built like brochures. They look nice, they sit there, they wait, and businesses hope something happens. But brochures don't grow companies, engines do. If your website is just a collection of pages, you've outsourced growth to hope. And hope is not a strategy. The shift that separates struggling businesses from scalable ones is simple, but uncomfortable. Stop treating your website like the product. Start treating it like the engine. Paint is cosmetic. The engine is structural. And right now, most businesses are obsessing over paint while the engine barely runs. Here's why brochure thinking breaks businesses, and engine thinking fixes them. A brochure site asks visitors to admire. Look at this. Read that. Isn't this nice? An engine asks visitors to act. It captures signals, routes work, triggers fulfillment, and feeds data back into the system so the business gets smarter over time. Brochure thinking treats the website as the endpoint, a digital resume. Engine thinking treats the website as one node in a larger operating system, and you can feel the difference immediately. Brochure mindset shows up as traffic with low quality, leads, manual handoffs, missed payments, features added because they look good, not because they work, expensive redesigns that don't fix the real problem. Engine mindset creates high-quality leads that flow into automated qualification, predictable delivery that scales, data-driven improvements instead of guessing, faster launches because the system was planned first. So what actually turns a website into an engine? There are 5 core functions every revenue-driving site must execute reliably. First, acquire. Your site must capture leads predictably and measurably. Clear calls to action mapped directly to offers. Tracking by source so you know what works. Low-friction capture points, bookings, quick forms, lead magnets. If you don't know where leads come from or what they do next, you don't have acquisition. You have noise. Second, qualify. Not every lead deserves the same attention. Qualification should be lightweight and automated. Short forms, conditional logic, routing rules. Self-serve buyers go one direction, consultative buyers go another, and every lead gets immediate confirmation and crystal clear next steps. No guessing, no waiting. Third, convert. Conversion isn't persuasion. It's trust at the right moment. Micro commitments, simple booking, secure payments, deposits when appropriate. Social proof doesn't belong everywhere. It belongs exactly where doubt appears. Fourth, deliver. This is where most websites completely fail. Delivery must be predictable and documented. Onboarding workflows triggered automatically. Tasks assigned with owners. Client-facing status updates. The data collected at conversion should flow directly into delivery, not get retyped, reinterpreted, or forgotten. And fifth, grow. Growth does not come from new leads alone. It comes from nurture, upsell, reactivation, and referrals triggered automatically. Post-sale sequences, time check-ins, surveys and review requests, signals feeding back into acquisition and qualification. That's the engine cycle. Acquire, qualify, convert, deliver, grow. When any one of those breaks, the whole system leaks. And this is why automation is no longer optional, especially for small teams. Manual processes are a luxury tax. Every time a business relies on memory, Slack messages, or scattered spreadsheets, growth turns into a crisis. Automation is the difference between a hobby and a company. It frees owner time for high-value work, reduces human error and churn, creates consistent, measurable customer journeys, and turns one-off buyers into long-term clients. Traditional websites fail because they stop at pages. Forms collect data, but nothing happens. Design-first features don't match real customer behavior. Payments and onboarding live in separate tools, so clients drop out. There's no signal, no idea what actually converts. Smart platforms fix this by starting with systems, capture modules that push leads directly into workflows, qualification rules that route automatically, integrated payments and onboarding, dashboards that show what's happening now, not last month. If you're trying to visualize this, think in layers. At the center is the engine, lead capture, qualification, delivery, follow-up. Around that is orchestration, automations, rules, dashboards, ownership, SLA letters, and only on the outside is the interface, pages, content, visuals. Design comes last. Your home page is just a throttle. It matters only if the engine underneath is tuned. If you want to identify your core journey right now, here's a 10-minute exercise. Name the primary customer, the one who pays consistently and is easiest to sell. Pick the main offer, the one that generates predictable revenue. Define the one action that equals success: booking, payment, sign-up. Choose the success signal, the moment you know the system worked. Then map for things: how you capture, how you qualify, how you deliver, how you follow up. Finally, decide the smallest version of this that works without manual firefighting. That's your MVP. And here's the critical mistake most businesses make. They design the home page first. If growth is your goal, reverse the order. Blueprint the system, map the journey, define the signals, build the orchestration, then design the interface to serve the flow. If you need help with that, this is exactly what we do at Juxtaposed Tides. We help businesses stop building brochures and start building engines. We map your core journey, define the smallest viable system, and give you a platform plan your designers and developers can execute immediately. Because websites are not trophies, they're tools. Treat yours like an engine. Map the systems, automate the handoffs,